One of my well-documented, most favorite people of all time, Mick Foley, has arrived. Welcome, Mick.
Thank you, Sammy. And I don't think that sentence was structurally correct.
Well, you'd be the judge, wouldn't you?
Favorite, I'm not sure. I'll tell you what, I'll put you at ease by making several grammatical errors of my own. One of my big regrets as a performer is that I did not have the guts to ask any of the divas if they would take a picture with me in Afghanistan when I was Santa Claus and there were 4 or 5 divas dressed as elves. Right. So I don't bring my own camera. I don't bring it anywhere. And I was like, I just didn't know how to approach, one of the girls to take a photo.
And then you're like, and then use your camera, but then send it to me.
Yeah, send it to me. And so last year when I hosted SmackDown, the Bellas, they're just adorable anyway, and they were dressed like elves, and so we had that picture, and I used it frequently. On Twitter, I barely ever.
No, I was about to say, you used it for what exactly?
No, hey,
listen,
back off there.
You're bringing up these points.
I frequently, send it out there. Come on.
Oh, so that way everybody could use it. What was the thought that went on in your head when they did the Raw reunion show, and it was like the 1000th episode, we're celebrating Raw history, and they're like, Mick, of course we need you. As Dude Love.
You know what? There was this moment I saw it when I was in Memphis, Tennessee, my first Monday night show there. They had the traditional Monday night shows. And it always struck me as being such a great idea, and I wanted to do it with Dude. And since there won't be a return of Dude Love or another match, I can tell you.
That's another scoop, by the way. We will definitely not see Dude Love wrestle again.
You never say never. I'm not saying he won't appear in some type of old timers.
You just really hope that he won't.
I hope he's gone away. But they had this great thing where these two kind of preliminary wrestlers posed as Jimmy Boogie Woogie Man Valiant and another guy up on the stage. They were doing the dance and the music played. When the real Jimmy Boogie Woogie Man Valiant, came in from behind and attacked. And I wanted to do that kind of thing where I was, when I had my big match, daddy, the people don't want to see Mankind. They want to see the Dude. And, of course, people would be let down, and it would seem like a kind of a joke to whoever my opponent might be. And so when the Dude came out shucking and dancing up a storm, he wouldn't be taken as seriously. And then Mankind, Cactus Jack, would attack from behind.
Right.
But it won't be done.
It won't be ever.
Yeah, it would have been great, though. It would have been great.
You got a children's book out.
I do have a children's book.
Is it as easy as it seems to write a children's book?
Yeah, not to write one well, though. I mean,
that's the question.
It's like saying as easy as it seems to play Little League Baseball. Uh-huh. Yes, but it's much harder to do it really well. And I think this is the thing. People could say whatever they want about my wrestling or even my other books, but I don't take criticism when it comes to my children's books. I think I do a really good job on it.
That's the one that you have to. You're limping down the hall, but you won't take criticism on the children's book stuff.
No, if someone goes, "Oh, you sucked," okay, that's your opinion. You're a terrible writer.
How dare you? I have poured out blood, sweat,
too. But when they say, "But your children's book sucked,"
listen, let me tell you.
Yeah, I did, rewrite it and, worked on it several times. And I turned it in to the publisher and asked if they were okay with the only vaguely happy ending. I mean, the story as I wrote it ends with Miz in tears.
Which, again, some of the kids will probably be happy about.
In tears, and then Punk, who was my hero at the time, and that's really worked out well. Yeah, because you can really proudly walk out there with a kid's book and talk about...
Do you just shake the TV when you see Punk, like whatever, when he betrayed The Rock? You're like, no.
And then last year Eve Torres was my she was my partner in the rain raffle we did. And the day after it goes up, she becomes a bad. He's like, what is going wrong? So I'm just going to do this solo and just from now on. But hopefully Punk, I made sure I checked with him. I don't even know if he's seen it, but I made sure he didn't mind being in it, made sure Cena was cool with it, Miz was cool with it. Miz has actually been the book's biggest proponent. Not only he's flattered. I mean, that's kind of a big deal to be the title character of a book.
Yeah.
And then he really likes the book. So hopefully hopefully it'll do. My goal is for it to do well enough so that I can write a follow-up, which will hopefully be a Halloween story.
Again with The Miz?
No, I'm looking at Daniel Bryan as the offbeat kid with the hideous Halloween costume, homemade Halloween costume. He gets picked on, and then somehow you come to find out that there's value in being the person with the unique costume. I've got an idea. Yeah, I'm hoping, honestly, to get the approval of Dolly Parton so I can freely claim that the song, the book was inspired by her song "Coat of Many Colors."
Well, fingers crossed. I don't know the song personally, but
and I
Dolly...
know Dolly's a big fan of your show, so if you're out there, Dolly...
She is. She calls in all the time. I don't take her calls, but she calls in.
I heard you were into DP, and
that meant Dolly Parton. Yeah. Right, of course. It's the same thing as you sending out that Bellas picture. We assume things, and who knows? Who knows what they end up meaning?
We allowed to talk about DP during the PG era?
But you don't think you'll be involved in the WrestleMania card itself?
No.
Fair enough.
Why, you want me to break an exclusive here?
Well, I got to ask the question, don't I?
Michael Hayes and I in a battle for the fanny pack.
Yeah, maybe at least like a pre-show match. The YouTube match could be that or something. But yeah, so tickets on sale.
You're not going to ask me about the rumor that I might be inducted into the Hall of Fame? That might be why I can't. I might be busy.
You think so?
If the rumor that I started is true.
Is it a rumor or is it a campaign?
It's a little bit of both, and I'm trying to do it without spending $1, though. I'm campaigning for the Hall of Fame without actually spending any money.
The Hall of Fame ceremony, are tickets on sale for that as well? Not yet.
No,
January?
Yeah.
Okay, so January, the Hall of Fame tickets will be on sale. That's going to be at Madison Square Garden, the ceremony.
Yes.
Madison Square Garden. The same building where one young Mick Foley saw Jimmy Snuka.
Yeah.
If not now, when WWE?
It's a storybook ending. Where are we holding it? We don't even know, right? But if WrestleMania 30 is in Des Moines, it's not going to have the same emotional.
No.
I think, first of all, if it's in Des Moines, we're all in a lot of trouble. But
I don't know if they have any giant Superdomes in
I would just say WrestleMania 30 is in L.A. because of the media coverage. Just say it is.
Okay.
Obviously, that's not going to mean as much to me as being at 29 is, unless Christy Canyon showed up as... then it would take on a new meaning.
Does your wife mind the flirting that you do?
No, she really doesn't.
My wife has had to deal with that too.
Has she really?
Yeah, I do a lot of flirting.
Yeah.
But I think I'm in the same boat as you, where Jess realizes none of these girls are physically interested in me. You can flirt all day, and I'm not getting anywhere.
It's the power of a Foley hug goes a long way. I'm on record as saying that most of Lindsay Lohan's problems could disappear with a good Foley hug.
Right.
Because I met her when she was like 13. She could not have been nicer. The second time I met her, we were at the Marty Lyons Foundation fundraiser signing autographs for 3 hours, and she was having some romantic problems with Aaron Carter.
Hate to hear that.
I hate to hear it, and she was actually like, what do I do? I don't know what to do.
She was asking your advice on her relationship with Aaron Carter.
Yeah, so I just wish, Lindsay, if you're out there.
Yeah.
And it's not, my son was, Dad's got a crush on Lindsay Lohan. No, it's not. It's very much a big brother thing. Like, I believe in the power of a hug, and I was known in WWE as being among the best huggers.
Yeah, but I mean, some of those hugs, like with the Lindsay Lohan, there's the hug, and then there's the kind of, why is he squeezing that tight hug?
No, that's not me.
No.
Bro hug.
Brother.
Yeah,
not incestual brother-sister.
No, not incestual. Big brother, little sister.
Well, let's hope we can get that done.
Big brother.
I guess the question everybody wants to know, bigger deal to you, giving Lindsay Lohan advice on her relationship with Aaron Carter or Hell in a Cell?
I wish I would get asked about.
Do your younger kids realize what a big deal you were?
It took some telling.
Yeah, and they're like, "No, Dad."
Yeah, they do in a sense. They do in a sense. They're huge wrestling fans, WWE fans. I can say WWE because when I wrestled elsewhere, they really weren't interested. And
really,
yeah, like they wouldn't even. I did a DVD. I can say TNA, and they were good people, and they were good to me, and they had action figures, and my kids. Even when the company came over to do a little piece on me, my kids refused to play with their action figures.
They wouldn't.
I was like, "Well, you're not going to get on camera." Like, "Oh, I'm not playing with those figures."
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm a WWE fan, and really, it was through them that I would. I was like, okay, I still had the little grudge against WWE, and then I would like kind of peek out, and then I realized it's either like be a jerk and hold a grudge and lose out on these, 2 or 4 hours a week that I could be spending with my kids, extra time, taking part in something I liked, or just embrace it, appreciate it. Then I would watch a show and I'd be like, it really is a good show, you know. And
Yeah.
even when I would see everything that WWE did for the troops, I'd be like, okay, maybe I'm mad at Vince, but he does a lot of stuff for the troops, you know.
Yeah.
It's a great company to work for, and I'm glad to be back and look forward to being there for many years.